need a lecture. You do not understand the First Amendment. You have no clue what an embarrassment you are to Catholics with this. You don't have a clue what you have done with this thing. Do you know that these people are killing Catholics and cops and Yazidis? Do you realize what they are doing throughout the Middle East?
I'm the one who has said a million times over, people have a legal right to insult my religion, and I would say by extension that of Islam or any other religion, but they have no moral right to do so. Do you get that point?
What you did yesterday is you provided propaganda. Wow. Listen to this, Bill. What you did yesterday is to provide propaganda to every single Islamist in the world who will cut this line out of it, and you won't be able to deny it.
I'm responsible for them.
It is too bad that he didn't understand the role he played in his death. Had he not been so narcissistic, he may still be alive.
That's exactly right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and that's You Would Show, and the guest was Bill Donohue, our friend, the president of the Catholic League and Newsmax contributor, and here he is. Hello, troublemaker. All right, I got to say, though, I'm a little surprised.
Right.
I am surprised. That last bit we heard, which is what you wrote and what you've doubled down on and what you've said, do you believe that the cartoonist who said, in effect, I'm not Islam, so I'm not Islamic, so I don't care what I say about the prophet. You believe that he played a role in his own death?
What he actually said is that Muhammad is not sacred to me.
Right.
He's not sacred to me either. I'm a Catholic. But I don't go around insulting Muslims intentionally by thrashing the prophet. They do it, and they do it all the time, and they've been warned about it. These are pornographers who disguise themselves as satirists. Does it justify this barbarism on the part of Muslims? Of course it doesn't. What I am saying is this, though. That's not the only issue on the table. Couldn't there be some degree of restraint exercised by people in the autistic community, both in the United States and abroad? And wouldn't that make for a more civil society?
But they don't exercise that restraint when it comes to Catholics, Christians in general, and to a lesser extent, I will say, to Jews. So why should they? Because of the threats they receive?
See, I'm glad, that's an excellent point. I believe that people should act in a respectful manner toward other people's religion based on ethics, not on the basis of fear. The problem with the elite in this country and abroad, and particularly those on the left, is that they're only going to decide to treat Muslims with some degree of equanimity because they're fearful that Muhammad may want to take off their head. Okay? You should treat Muslims with a degree of respect, and Catholics.
Well, that goes without
Jews.
saying.
Right. Why is it that all of a sudden, because we have fear as the motivator, that's
all right, but I've brought up instances to you.
Right.
I've played instances to you sometime, and off camera we speak sometime, and
Sure.
you say, you got to pick your battle. That didn't really offend me that much. Where it offended me as a Jew, watching them bash Christians or Catholics, and you say, that one wasn't so bad. So it's done all the time. I've never heard you say, this all has to stop. There can't be this satire, whether it's Christians, Muslims, Jews, whatever. I've never heard you say that.
Well,
you've picked instances that you felt were over the line, and you've talked about them.
Right.
But so now it sounds like you're saying, stop it all.
No. I use the word scatological commentary. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. I don't mind Mel Brooks. I don't mind edginess. I don't even mind irreverence. I do have a problem with toilet speech. When you show pictures of religious figures having anal sex, that has crossed the line. That's not Mel Brooks, okay? That's not edgy. That's filth. And I think it should stop. Now, when I say it should stop, do I want the government to stop them? No, I don't. That's the wrong remedy.
But if somebody killed the guy who put the cross
in the urine
in the jar,
I would be against that.
You'd be. But would you say that the guy who put the urine in the jar and was killed by, let's say, a Christian, brought it on himself?
Right.
The way you're saying that, if he exhibited a little less narcissism,
I'm not going to run from it. Had he exercised restraint, he wouldn't be dead.
Same thing for that guy.
Absolutely.
If it happened to him.
Absolutely.
But do you see how you might be giving a green light or to terrorists to continue?
I hope I give a green light to the autistic community to grow up and be mature and exercise restraint and show respect for people on a motive other than fear.
And to the Muslims not to do what they've done?
Muslims. I mean, the barbarians?
That's what I mean.
I mean, I have made it very, very clear. There's only one group here that's to blame.
Okay.
And that's these are the barbaric Muslims. They're a threat to liberty.
All right.
All I'm saying is that there's another issue which somebody needs to talk about, and I guess I'm going to be the only one.
All right, Bill Donohue, never at a loss for words or opinions. That's why we love him. Give me fives next.